hard to believe I can buy the first dating simulator off Steam for only $1. Because I can't. I can only buy it on an emulator, and it's fucking heteronormative. Girls Garden. The first instance of a dating simulator being published publicly. The only issue with this game is that our protagonist already has a name, and it's Papri. And the last time I checked, my name isn't Papri. So I can't insert myself into the story if I'm not named Papri. I'm trying to find love, gosh darn it. Me, myself! Been looked without an intimate relationship for far too long, and it's about time I changed that, starting with... I started my adventure for affection as a new student at the Fidget Uber class Key Spinning Skills for Adolescents, Kids, and Everyone Academy. Okay, yeah, no, this all seems pretty standard so far, and oh my god, what is that? Okay, so, this is the principal of the academy. He doesn't have a name, but is struggling with an addiction that could end his marriage, and he tells us this immediately upon meeting him. And my first thought after, why does he look like the Roblox man face, was, can I romance him? Because he's obviously not the main romance option, because, like, look at him, are you serious? But as I played through the game, I recognized him to be the comedic relief character of the game who falls into the same stereotype that every comedic relief character is privy to. You know, it's the gross and perverted type of character, and because I hate that trope with a burning passion, we will not be seeing him for the rest of this video. After introducing myself as the main character, I get ushered off to a classroom within which I'm introduced to the main cast of fun, creative, and original characters. We have Clooney Classmate, who never comes up again. Dick Dancer, who's important to the story, but not for the reason you think he is. You probably do know, but pretend you don't for the sake of this video. And lastly, the girl of my dreams. Oh, I fucking hate Fidget. Shut up. She's beautiful. Oh, her eyes are like a gorgeous brown, like dirt, and I am her worm. I am the worm to her dirt. No, you're not. She's dirt, and I'm worm. We get to go through an entire physics lesson, and our teacher comes out as a racist. Yay! Fidget chases me down after class and asks if I can walk her home, which I don't want to, but I guess to progress the story I kind of have to. And while on this walk, Fidget comes out as a fidget spinner. Wait, sorry, it says in the script that's meant to be like a big twist in the story. Oh my god, Fidget's a fidget spinner? I never would have guessed, what the fuck, that's crazy! And it's at this point in the game that I don't want to be the main character anymore. Because Guy falls for her immediately after learning her origins in a way that can be only described as chaser vibes. But I have to beat the game now, I'm like halfway through already. Fidget ends up getting chased down by a group of toddlers and doesn't let our main character confess their feelings, which sucks a lot. I guess he can't tell her how he feels now. Okay. Second day of class rolls around and... what's this? Fidget's not here. Oh no, I guess our main character can't tell her how he feels. Oh, a new student? Okay, I'm sure she's not gonna be important to the plot. What's her name? Yo-Yo Jones? Yeah, that's fine. Is being a content creator worth it? And of course, because we're the protagonist, she falls for us immediately. Yay! We step out of the classroom because I honestly just don't want to put up with this nonsense. I just want to get back to romancing the fidget spinner and... Wait, did they make Dick Cuck the protagonist? That's actually so fucking funny. We pass out because, of course we do. Have you seen this game? And we wake up in a hospital bed with a 12-year-old bully at the foot of our bed. The child therapist takes us through an ink splotch test, within which we only see fidget spinners. There's another reason to hate our protagonist. Then after the test is done, child therapist over here is like, yep, you're insane. You're going in the furnace now. But then I'm all like, but no, I don't want to go in the furnace. The child therapist is like, tough, and goes to throw me in the furnace. But then, what? A plot twist? Who could have seen this one coming? Fidget shows up and throws the kid into the furnace. She tells us we've been missing for 60 days, and we almost missed the school trip. But before we can even catch our breath and take in the situation, Fidget drags us along to the... You know what? No, I'm gonna give you a few seconds on your own to guess where you think the school trip will take us. If you said the Titanic, first off, no you didn't. Don't lie to me. And second, it doesn't matter. You're wrong either way, because this is the Spin-tanic, silly. It's not your fault, though. The game is completely nonsensical and doesn't take itself seriously. I'm stood here just enjoying the moment with Fidget until this fucking twink shows up. What do you need that long neck for? Sucking fat dick and cock? Yeah, that's right. Fidget's my girl. Get your own, you stupid fucking... Huh? What? But no. Wait, but... No, wait. Oh, get the hell out of here. You're just here to taunt me or something? Oh, great. You're a yo-yo? Yeah, I never would have guessed. You keep bouncing out of my point of view every time I try talking to you. You gray-haired, elf-eared fuck. And now he's trying to sexually assault me. How am I meant to write anything about this game? Are you fucking kidding me? I was about to go on about how difficult this game is to write about. And we hit the fucking iceberg! Everyone rushes to the front of the ship, from where Dick explains to us that he had fallen off the side of the ship, only to be saved by Fidget. But this raises the question now. Where is Fidget? Okay, no, I don't feel bad about this one at all. Actually, it's kind of deserved.
Became Freddy Fazbear after...
We start the game in the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria, located in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Our objective is made clear from the start. Find the keys of the building so we can get out and go on a hot, sexy, steamy date with Freddy Fazbear. I wanted to move to a different area of the map, but immediately got distracted by sweeping the floors for money. This went on for about 5 minutes, I want to say, because I wanted Freddy Fazbear to think I've got my life together, okay? He doesn't have to know that I work part-time as a security guard at a pizzeria created in his image. What would you think of me then? After amassing the needed funds, I switch over to Camp 3 to find Bonnie the Bunny without his faceplate or arm, and it's quite tragic if I do say so myself. I wonder how he got himself in this peculiar situation. Oh. Okay. I find his missing body parts, but they're being guarded by Foxy the Fox Pirate. Arrgh! What's his reason for having Bonnie's arm and faceplate? Sex. So I killed the filthy pervert and got Bonnie the Bonbon's stuff back. From there we go to the kitchen, and just like the games, the visual aspect of the camera is completely gone, but we do have the audio to it. So let's listen in and see what's going on in here, shall we? Okay, so it's the usual clanking and okay. Chica tells us she has the keys, but will only give them up if I can get her a cupcake plush. I was a bit hesitant given the game's humor so far. Like, I didn't think I'd want to give her something physical she can hold and interact with, but it's the only way to get out of this building, so... The game takes us to arcade machines. My first thought is, okay, yeah, sure. I just had to beat the game to get the cupcake, right? And I'll be out of here? Should be... No! Wrong! I couldn't have been more fucking wrong when I tell you I spent 20 minutes trying to beat this one game. I am not exaggerating. The hitbox of the little chica here is larger than her sprite. I didn't even touch anything here, and I fucking died. I said earlier that I liked the game and the game aspect of this, but this was the worst experience I ever had playing a video game. I couldn't skip past this. I had to beat this game in order to progress. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I get the cupcake. I give it to Chica. And she doesn't have the keys. No. There has to be another way out. I switched to camera 1 in hopes of finding something, anything that can get me out, and... Hello, MatPat. There's nothing. All I found was Mangle tweaking out. And it's at this point that I remember there being 2 arcade machines in that one room. Second being named Mangle's Meticulous Quest. I know what I have to do. I have to spend even more time playing Mangle's game to get the thing she needs! I get Mangle her thing, and I give her the thing, and I get a thing in return, and I use that thing on the vent. I open the vent. I crawl through the vent! Finally, after spending so much time doing required fetch quests, I find him. Creature. I kill the creature. I take the keys off the creature's rotting corpse and I go back to camera 1. Hello, Markiplier. I leave. It's over. The ground, the sky, it's all so beautiful. The date? I'm glad you asked. Okay, and then it'll be a hard cut to Freddy railing the life out of me.
Oh my god, keep going. Yes, Daddy, yes. Oh my god, yes, 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 yes. Oh fuck yes.
The game starts off by insulting me by calling me boring and calling me out for being lonely, which is far too true. I get a call from my best friend 5 after that emotional damage, and she tells me that she signed me up for a dating show without my consent, but that's fine, right? She tells me there's such a low chance of getting in that it won't even matter, right? Are you fucking... Once I get to the studio, I'm brought into a waiting room and meet the host of the show. This is Bob. We like Bob. He's just a little guy. After properly introducing ourselves to each other, Bob sends me off to a different waiting room with all of the other contestants. Now, I don't know if that's standard for dating shows to put everyone in the same room, but I won't be the one to complain, because now I know who to avoid. I say this because the first person who comes up to me is the worst character in the entire game. You'll find out later on, but just know now that I hate him. So there are 2 options here to respond to a joke he made. And this seems like the one that'll get him to leave me alone. And I'm just gonna be upfront about this right now. After the introduction of Ace, I'm not too certain I'll find anyone here. If they're all similar to Ace in terms of characteristics and personality, I'm not that hopeful. Now, don't get me wrong, the artists did an incredible job with everything, but the way a character is written plays a lot into what? But besides Blair, surely she's an outlier, right? They've got to be the... Oh my god, big woman. Everyone takes their places on stage, and Bob ushers our Bucky bachelors to introduce themselves. Just a basic rundown of everyone here. Ace, who's a piece of shit, and who's a nepo baby. Kale, who is the most precious little goober I've ever seen. Look at him, he's so cute! Zaya is, by definition, a MILF. And Blair is... she's Blair. With introductions out of the way, Bob explains the rules to the game show. He'll ask questions for our contestants to answer, and I'll pick who I feel will be the best fit based on their answers. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I went into this with no bias. I'm being serious right now. I based everything on how much I like the answers of these little buggies, just as the show asks. So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, Blair has the pretty gorgeous, pretty scorpion, pretty advantage over everyone else. And I hear you. I considered that. But I want you to consider Blair. First question of the night is about a person's drive and passions. What motivates them? Ace, the piece of shit that he is, says nothing. And this isn't a bit. I'm not taking his words out of context. He himself says nothing motivates him. The Nepo Baby's up next, and definitely gives an answer. Now, granted, he does explain further on what they meant, but it definitely could have been phrased better. Like, he sounds insane when they say it, like a robot trying to sound human. Now, granted, Kale here does say the same thing, but doesn't do it in a way that sounds robotic. Miss Spider is going for more of a long-term approach, which is great, and there's not really much else I have to say. It's just a good answer. Okay. Don't be biased, don't be biased, don't be biased, don't be don't be biased. Blair gives the best answer by far. The next question is about boundaries, specifically if your partner crossed a boundary. I was gonna skip Ace and Ant here because I hate him. But really quick, I want to go over what Ace said. He doesn't have any. I don't get why anyone would like this fuck. Oh, but he's so aloof and cute. He will break your heart. He will fucking ruin you. Having no boundaries just means you have no morals. What do you think he's gonna do with you? I don't know, man. I'm just confused half the time. I wouldn't know. I'd say I want to crush you, but that would mean interacting with you in some way. And I don't want myself to go through the displeasure of you being in my eyesight. Moving on, Kale is oblivious to what healthy boundaries are, and that is terrible. I'm not putting him at fault. I say it's terrible in the sense that it's unfortunate that he doesn't have any clue what's considered a healthy boundary. But it turns out a little fly is a poet and gives what's arguably the best answer out of everyone. Zaya agrees with Ants. Oh, this is awkward. Be upfront about everything at the start of a relationship. It's great for long term, like what she's looking for. I don't have a problem with that, except for the fact she's in agreement with Ants. And that's a big no-no. And Blair, my sweet summer child, makes it known when it happens. And as someone with a diagnosis, this makes my autistic heart very happy. I mean, you love being honest and upfront about things. I don't even want to get to that level of intimacy. I just want to tell you all about my Baldur's Gate 3 Fighter Cleric Paladin multiclass that can level cities in your name. Then after two questions? Are you serious? Okay. After 2 questions, I'm put on the hot seat and have to choose my buggy buddy, my chitin companion, my intimate insect, my arthropod accomplice, shockingly, I did sit here for a good few minutes. Ants and Ace were already out of the picture. We've gone over this. I don't have to explain why that's the case. I've kept Kale around because he just seems like such a sweetheart, and I don't want to break his heart. But he's not the type of person I'd want to be in an intimate relationship. Zaya is honestly such an amazing person. I loved her answers and how they felt honest and thought out. And she's gone through a relationship before and had kids with said person, so she would know how to treat someone well. The only problem with her is I don't like kids. So that would leave... Yeah, I chose Blair. Fucking sue me, okay? She felt like a genuine, sweet, down-to-earth person. And she's a musical artist, which is something that I failed to bring up. But that's because I wasn't attracted to her fame, I was attracted to her. But I guess the only thing that's left now is to see how she feels. Oh, let's fucking...